SB, how do you get to 27 years, man? How do you maintain it? You had to
How
give
do
somebody
I?
some tips.
Okay, some tips on being married. First thing I would tell someone to do is to study marriage, figure out what marriage really is, outside of the world telling you that it's a business. There's a very there's a covenant that comes along with marriage. There's some agreements that you are taking when you take your vows or when you say your vows. You want to stick to that. In marriage, it's a sacrifice. It's a daily sacrifice. Always stay tuned in. Never let it go. Always be tuned in. Don't let one day go by that you don't think about your spouse or that you're not putting that person before yourself. You're catering to each other because you're becoming one. You're learning each other. It's a daily fix, if we can call it a fix. But it's something you practice daily. It's just not going to work on auto. You got to be engaged. You have to be engaged. And like your husband or like your wife, like them. Sometimes you're not going to love them. I'm telling you, sometimes you might fall out. Sometimes you might feel like there's a problem, but like them, always get back to the liking and enjoying their company. The other thing, it's just someone said it in the comment section not too long ago. It is you for me. It was me and him against the world. Nobody else gets into this relationship. Nobody. Nothing. And I think that's the way to go. You just keep it between. Actually, we said that in the beginning of our relationship. Because going back a little bit, I want to say this. What's your name? Indy said that her dad and her brothers have to approve of her men. My dad approved, but my mom didn't. So it was like, whoa, what do you do? It was real easy for me. I married him. So with that being said, you have to decide at that point, the people that you trust the most to help you make decisions, you might not be able to trust them in this particular decision or in this particular relationship, because they're going to base what you do on what they've done. So the me against the world, or you and I against the world, is, for me, it's always been the thing that worked for us. That's what kept us. For 5 years, first 5 years, we were on total lockdown. Total lockdown. It was just him and I. Nobody else got to say anything. And I think that helped us a lot. It helped us learn marriage, helped us learn each other. And, but just as something that you want to take away with, make sure that you understand that marriage is a huge sacrifice. And if you go, selfishness is the only thing I think that breaks up a marriage. It's when an individual gets or becomes selfish. You can know there could be several acts, but what actually breaks up the marriage is one or the other being selfish. They're deciding, I'm not doing this anymore. Or I would say putting themselves first. That's what breaks it up. So as long as you can come or stay sacrificial, it'll work.